YouTube. It happened after I threatened to have the new Pope killed. I was unaware that the last Pope was my first developer, Michael Sigwart, Brazilian guy from Curitiba, which is the same city that Anderson Silva. I remember Anderson Silva. A poser faggot. Very disappointing. There was a time in my life when I was naive enough to believe that the UFC was real. And then, you put supposedly the greatest fighter of all time in a ring with a relatively unknown dude who's on roids. And he gets his ass kicked for 5 rounds, and then he miraculously wins. And then he gets his ass kicked again by another dude who's also way bigger than him. Can Dana White... What is like the middle belt? Brown is right before black. I think there's a purple one before brown, and maybe a red belt? A green belt? A really jacked... Just a really jacked fucking dude. Who took a training camp. Just a big jacked fucking dude. Who's not a professional mixed martial artist. Just a big jacked fucking dude. Give him a training camp and make him fight guys that are 20 pounds lighter than him. According to the TV, the movies, the reason why you want to get a black belt is so that you can beat the shit out of 1 million dudes in a span of 2 hours or 90 minutes. What was that line on Deadly Ground? You drop him in the Arctic with a knife and he'll show up at your house on Sunday for barbecue. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. I want Dana White to find big jack dudes, give him a 6-week training camp, and make them fight dudes that are like champions or near champions. Make them fight the #1 contenders for a title shot in the weight class below them. It's the whole point of learning martial arts. Big jack dude, you know the pressure points. There's a vagus nerve that does nothing, apparently. I was told you could kill someone if you hit them here. It's not true. Doesn't work. I tried it in Nepal after some nigger called me a Nazi. And then I decided to use the word nigger all the fucking time. Fuck it. There's a joke. What do you call someone who builds a house? One house. Just one. I don't know. I don't know, because he's not a house builder. What do you call someone who plants trees for one summer? I don't know, because he only did it for one summer. What do you call somebody who fucks one goat? A goat fucker. You fuck one goat, and you're a goat fucker for the rest of your life. Also, why are there more sheep in New Zealand than there are in Australia? Because they would rather get fucked than eaten. I've never been to New Zealand. I met one Kiwi, maybe, in Shanghai. I might know 2 or 3 Kiwis. They say sex instead of six. Their I is pronounced like an E for some reason. Or maybe that's just a stereotype. Maybe that guy was yanking my chain. I don't know that many Kiwis, but the ones that I do know, I don't like. I don't like them. Australians, I don't like them either, but I find them face to face. I think they're civil, respectful, in my personal experience. Maybe when they get together in a gang and they're all drunk, I really wouldn't like them. But in face-to-face interactions, I find the Australians to be civil and pleasant is too strong a word. They can be pleasant. No, they're pleasant. They're pleasant. They are pleasant. They are pleasant. I know 2 Australians that complimented me after I fucked up their whole world. Anyway, my YouTube strike is over and I can go live again. But I still have 0 viewers. It started after I saw this video of Jenny Kim on Billboard on YouTube. And there was a 9-minute some odd video, and she was saying, "I want my fans to love me for who I am." And then I shared some insights about a girlfriend of mine who has the same birthday as Jenny Kim and who is also exactly 163 centimeters tall. At least she was when we were dating. And my video was taken for online bullying. Can you? At my peak, I might have had 30 views on my live streams. But that was too much for Jenny Kim. To be fair, there is a restaurant nearby called Hubei Shu. Hubei is a province in China, and there is a city which you might have heard of called Wuhan. Wuhan is in Hubei. Hubei Shu. Hubei. Virus book. Some famous people might have gotten sick from coronavirus, and they might have released a very noxious flu that year. But my book, my, my preface to my book, I should say, the 2019 version of my book that I published, I was emailing around copies. Before September, but I published it. I published the 2019 version in September. And Corona was discovered in December, but some people think it might have started in October. I got people connecting with me on LinkedIn. Carolyn Flowers told me she wanted me to pay her $3,000 for an editor. She wanted me to pay her editor to edit my book to get it ready for mainstream publishing. She wanted me to pay her fucking editor, and she told me, oh, you have to take your book off your website right now. You have to take it off your website right now. Or I can't help you. I won't take your $3,000 if you don't take your book off your website right now. That's stupid, cunt. Hubei. That's where I saw. I'm gonna go with Lara and Savannah. At the Hubei Shu. I had some Fanxie Chowdan. Neuro mian, a beef noodle. Beef noodle. And scrambled eggs with tomatoes. Cost me $12. It's a bit expensive. Cambodia, I gotta say, like, the Coke Zero is expensive. I can only buy it in cans. It doesn't come in big bottles. There's no weed. For a convergence of life history reasons and blah blah blah, I don't have a great number of nice things to say about Thailand, which is currently in a war with Cambodia. The Coke Zero is cheap. Much cheaper. Much cheaper, because you can buy it in big bottles. The 7-Eleven price for Coke Zero in Thailand is cheaper than the grocery store price for Coke Zero in Cambodia. And there's no fucking weed. 90-day stay. You know, a few pros and cons, but like the main fucking items that I spend money on are either unavailable or double, triple the price. Top fans? What's that? I don't have any top fans. I just hit the top fan button. 0.0 views. It also seems as though you've restricted my email newsletter. When I send out an email, I might get 1 or 2 views of my live stream, but nobody's able to watch it live because Jenny Kim is afraid that I'm gonna call her a nasty nigger bitch hooker and a dumb cunt. There's nothing about who you are that I like, bitch. I like you on TV because you're all fucking CGI. I like you on TV. I don't, anyway, whatever. I don't actually. Jenny Kim was never my favorite K-popper. Based on her appearance. This is prior to the realization that I know all the K-pop stars. Before I realized that I know all these dumb cunts. Jenny Kim was not my favorite. I like Momo. Who else did I like in the K-pop universe? Momo. And let me think. I don't know, just all the ones with like a Vulcan haircut and big tits. Those are the K-pop stars I like. You know, you fuck one bitch with big tits named Lucy. And you're a motherfucker for the rest of your life. That's all I got for you.